Jack, coming off a bye, but it's a different feeling coming off after a win, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice coming off the win, especially after a couple of close losses. We were pretty desperate for a win, and to have the week off after a good win made it a nice week.
A lot of those wins were tightly fought affairs, could have gone either way in the final moments of the match, but is it really like a morale boost in victory?
Yeah, big time. It was. We celebrated pretty hard. We were pretty excited after it. Takes a toll, those tight losses, and they're hard to swing into wins. So to get that one felt pretty good.
And on a personal level, you were out there combining really well with Will steering towards the end.
Yeah, it was good. Once he called the field goal, I was like, I've got to get him the ball because there's no way he's missing. But no, it was really exciting. Good for him. He's worked so hard, and pretty special moment for him. He's pretty stoked.
What about yourself, mate? You had some time abroad. Now you're back at the Waratahs. How does it feel to be home?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, playing for my home state, I've always wanted to play here, and to be able to come back probably wasn't something that I expected to happen, but as soon as the opportunity was there, I was super excited to come back and represent my state again.
Did you learn much from your time overseas?
Yeah, I did. It's obviously such a different game, a bit slower, a lot more kicking. Probably just learned how to control a game. That's probably the biggest thing I learned over there, yeah.
And as I said before, you were out on the field with Will, directing the traffic, in the clutch moments. How much did the crowd play an influence in that win? Yeah,
definitely. Especially playing at Allianz, we always get a good crowd there, and we always have really good games there. It's always exciting games of footy, whether we win or lose. It's always a really good game of footy. And it was good to be on the winning side of that. And the crowd went crazy, and it was a pretty nice feeling. And I think it was pretty special for Will as well.
Just on coming back, I think just when you look at the sort of overall sort of competitive of the Australian teams, even the Waratahs as well. I think the last time we were in Super Rugby, I think there's something like 6 or 7 wins by the Australian sides. We've now had more wins already in round 10 from Australians over Kiwi counterparts. Just coming back in and sort of experiencing the sort of competitive of the competition, particularly those Australian sides, have you noticed that lift yourself?
We've only versed a couple of the Kiwi sides, but yeah, it's definitely a strong competition. There's definitely no easy games. And every game that we play, whether it's a Kiwi team or an Australian team, they're always big games, and especially over here, you get good crowds for the Kiwis. There's heaps of Kiwis that live over here, so you always get good crowds for the Kiwi games. So they're always pretty easy to get up for.
And how do you find that scrum half battle when you've got someone like Jake who's captain, but also a young guy like Teddy, both at Easts, both kind of pushing. Even when you're sort of done with Waratahs, you'll still be competing with him for that sort of that starting job at the shoot level. How does that competition bring the best out of you too?
Yeah, I think I've been working with Jake for a while, and Teddy actually for quite a while as well, but we've got a pretty good relationship. I think we work well together. We all want each other to do really well, and we help each other in areas that we need help in. At the moment it's working fine. It's pretty smooth.
And in terms of the Chiefs, have you sort of done the preview already? What's the sort of key things you got to be looking out for, particularly sort of towards that back end of the game when they've been sort of blowing out teams? Yeah,
I think they play a pretty expensive style of footy, but I think so do we. So I think it should be a pretty exciting game. Playing at Allianz on Anzac round would be exciting. I think it'll be a good game of footy. Both teams play quite similar styles, so I think it should be a good game.
Who are the players from the Chiefs that we'll really have to look out for?
Obviously, Damien McKenzie's obviously a great player, so he'll be one we're looking to shut down. They're pretty good all across the board.
Yeah. You mentioned Anzac round again. Obviously, it's a special moment to celebrate for all Australians. No doubt you want a big crowd out there to celebrate the round.
Yeah, definitely. To have Anzac round at Allianz Stadium is so special to play there. We're really excited, and I think it'll be a really good game. Both teams play expensive footy, as I said, and to play their Anzac Day at home against the Kiwi teams, pretty exciting.